In the golden age of Baghdad, when the city was the heart of learning, poetry, and debate, words carried weight equal to swords. Markets echoed with merchants' calls, mosques with wisdom, and private gatherings with poetry that could change minds and shape destinies. Among the many scholars and poets of that time, one man stood out for his sharp mind and playful spirit: Abu Nuwas. He was known not only for his verses, but for his deep understanding of human nature. People laughed at his jokes, admired his poetry, and in moments of confusion, sought his judgment. This is the story of how Abu Nuwas once settled a bitter dispute, not with law or force, but with poetry. One calm morning, as Baghdad slowly awakened, loud voices broke the peace of a busy marketplace. Two men stood face to face, anger burning in their eyes. Each claimed the other had wronged him. "This man took what belongs to me," shouted the first. "He lies," replied the second. "I am the one who was cheated." A crowd gathered. Advice was shouted from every direction, but no one could uncover the truth. The men were too angry to listen, and their voices only grew louder. Someone suggested finding a judge, but the court was closed that day. Then an elderly man in the crowd smiled knowingly and said, "Take them to Abu Nuwas. If law fails, wisdom may succeed." The two men entered Abu Nuwas's gathering place, where books, papers, and poems surrounded him like silent companions. He looked at them calmly and gestured for them to sit. "Sit," he said gently. "Anger stands, but wisdom sits." The men obeyed, though their hearts were still boiling. "I will hear you," Abu Nuwas continued, "but know this: I trust calm words more than loud voices." The first man began his story. He spoke at length, describing his suffering, repeating his claims, and accusing the other man again and again. His words were filled with emotion, but few details. Abu Nuwas listened patiently, his face unreadable. Then the second man spoke, louder and more aggressively. He interrupted himself with insults and swore repeatedly that he was innocent. When he finished, silence filled the room. Abu Nuwas finally spoke. "I have heard both of you," he said, "but I have not yet heard the truth." The men looked at each other in surprise. "The truth," Abu Nuwas continued, "does not like noise." He stood and recited softly. "When anger argues with the mind, truth is lost in shouting words. Justice is shy and gentle, it flees harsh hearts, and settles only where silence lives, before revenge is born." The room grew quiet. The poem did not accuse, yet it exposed something deeper. Abu Nuwas then asked each man a simple question, calmly and without pressure. This time, without shouting, their answers revealed small contradictions. Piece by piece, the truth surfaced. One man had hidden part of the story. When calm replaced anger, honesty had no place to hide. Abu Nuwas nodded slowly and recited once more. "The tongue of the honest never stumbles, but the liar's tail grows long and breaks." Then he gave his judgment, clear and fair. The guilty man lowered his head and confessed. The wronged man felt relief, not victory. As the men left, someone asked Abu Nuwas, "How did you know who was telling the truth?" Abu Nuwas smiled and replied, "Those who understand poetry understand people, and people cannot hide from their own words for long." Abu Nuwas needed no court, no punishment, and no force. He used wisdom, patience, and poetry. For not all judgments are written with ink. Some are written with words that stay in the heart longer than any verdict. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more timeless tales of wisdom, history, and culture.